Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Unavoidable Adventures in Aging, where Sue and Shan, two Midwest, well past middle-aged sisters, discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of aging. With a little humor, a little heart, and occasionally a little frustration, we'll explore the unavoidable adventures we experience as we move into our golden years. Yeah, golden years, my ass. Just a note to our listeners, this podcast reflects the opinions and experiences of Sue and Shan. The main purpose of this podcast is intended to entertain.
We are going now.
Very good.
There we go.
We are going. For the longest time, you and I have been wanting to do an episode having to do with music. But everything that we could come up with included like playing snippets of songs or whatever, and we can't do that.
Exactly.
Because
no matter how short.
That's right.
Doesn't matter.
Because I remember reading that when we very first started on this and we were looking for some intro music. Mm-hmm. And it said not even 15 seconds.
No.
Can you play?
Right.
And
now, of course, our intro extra music is from Descript, so we're legal there.
It is,
just
right.
in case somebody wanted to come after us.
Yeah, I'd like you to sing to that little ditty that we've got at the beginning and the end.
Put words to it.
Yeah. So anyway, today we are going to do one on music, and we have to thank our new media director for the idea on this. And Shelley had suggested doing something about the emotional connection we have to music from when we were growing up, and really
anytime. And music has got to be the most powerful, what do I want to say, memory?
Yes.
Nostalgia. I mean, everything.
Yes.
It's music.
And it just triggers that.
It does.
And I had asked you to think of a few. Can you think of a few songs
did.
that really meant a lot to you and have continue? And every time you hear it, go, oh, I love that song.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't go as far back as I should have, but right away I knew of three songs I wanted to expound on. So,
right. What are they?
Oh, you're ready for me?
I'm ready for
ready?
you. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. I thought I'd have a little more before I got into this.
A little more wine or a little more time to think about it?
Yes, that's right.
Both.
Okay. No, mine comes from, I'm pretty sure that Dad sends me songs.
Yes.
Especially when I really need them. And so right after Dad died, within that very next day, I can't even tell you how I don't know how I got the song. I don't know if I was listening to the radio, if I had music on my phone. I don't know. But a song came up. It was called The Prodigal Son's Prayer.
Okay.
By Dierks Bentley. I hope I'm saying his first name right. And it was like I could see Dad in this song, and some of the words are, and I'll try not to sing it because I'm a terrible singer, so I just have to just say it. But anyway,
all right.
Father, meet me with your arms wide open. Down that road traveled, everything raveled, only came undone.
Yeah.
And I just think
of
Dad.
Yes.
I just do. I think that life may have seemed raveled, but it got unraveled or something. But I have no doubt in my mind that God or whoever was waiting for him down by that stream with open arms. And that song, it just, like I said, I don't know how it came to me, but it did. And it's more of a country song, country western kind of song. And I don't normally listen to country western stations.
Either,
so it's strange that came to me. Yeah. Yeah, so that was one of them that I thought of. The other one I think Dad sent me as well, and it was when I had found Mom on the floor, incoherent, and obviously she'd been without her oxygen for quite some time.
Yeah.
And so we got her to the ER, and they did a flight to life up to Rapid City, and so I drove on up there, and I turned on the radio, and this song, it was from Rend Collective, and it's called My Lighthouse. And again, it's more of a religious kind of, new kind of religion kind of thing. And it says, "You are the peace in my troubled sea. You will carry me safe to shore." And I just felt like I know I needed it at the time, but that came across on that radio. It was like, holy crap.
Oh, my golly.
Yeah.
Oh.
So those are two, and not that they're ones that I would hear just by turning on a radio or turning on my Spotify or whatever, but I will from time to time make sure that I listen to them again. And then when you said, are there a couple that mean something to you, I listened to them again because I wanted to hear them, and they still mean so much, and they take me back, especially the Prodigal Son's Prayer takes me back to the last day with Dad in the hospital.
Oh, my golly.
See, so I was deep. That's why I thought, boy, you're going to start us off this road. Well, I guess I did. But
yeah, well, those are very deep and meaningful. Did you and Tim have a song? Can you think of?
I remember one. Darn, what was that called? It was a movie. You're going to have to let me think on that one for a while.
Mine are just a little more
hopefully light
than
that. Woo! Bring back up.
I was thinking of when, like, a breakup song.
Oh.
This guy broke up with me, and I went to my room and listened to Color My World for hours. And I can't even think who was that by. Anyway, so that was one. Getting ready to go out in college. Our song was Benny and the Jets.
Oh, sure.
And somebody had cranked that up on the floor, and so it was blaring down the halls, and we were all singing along and getting ready, and every time I hear that song, I think of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So that was a fun one. Let's see. Rolf and I, it was Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Really?
Yeah. That's one that I always think of with him.
When you hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll be darned.
So that's what I was thinking of, is those songs that are so tied to something so emotional, like breaking up.
Yes.
And it just breaks your heart all over again, or makes you happy all over again.
And there's a lot of them. I won't be able to think of them off the top of my head, but if I hear them, it takes me back to that time in college or high school.
Yes.
And I can remember exactly what I was doing, and maybe even exactly who I was with, and what the whole thing was about. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And even like college friends, Kathy, I don't know if you're listening, but she had spent the summer in Colorado. So anything John Denver.
Oh, sure.
And every time I hear Rocky Mountain High, I think of Ing from college. I don't know if you listen, Ing, but I think of you. And I was trying to think, when Scotty was little, I don't remember any that I really listened to.
One song that I was so excited about because I heard it, and I played it for my kids.
Yeah.
And they hadn't the foggiest idea what I was talking about.
That's the other thing.
And I was so sure it was one we all kind of danced to when they were little.
And it means a lot to you, but not to anybody else.
They didn't remember it at
all.
And
same with one that they might love. So I looked up, and I think I just Googled like something about boomers' emotional ties to music. And just like you were saying, music is a powerful nostalgia trigger.
Oh, yeah.
It takes you right back. And so all the years of yuck go away, and you can get yourself in that moment again. It brings up memories of when we were younger.
Oh, yeah.
And also of significant life events associated with personal milestones. What else? Oh, also concerts. Any of the concerts that you ever went to.
Yeah.
You can hear certain music and remember that. And we talk a lot about just the albums we listened to growing up, especially when we were still at home with Mom and Dad.
Yes. And I was thinking of that just now because we talked about, one was from the musical Camelot.
Yes.
And so some of those, Nat Cole was another one that they had. I can't think of some of the other ones. But that would always take me back to Saturday morning cleaning, because we'd put those records on and turn it up pretty loud, and off we'd go to clean. Not that cleaning was any more fun, but at least you had music.
I know. You could do it to the rhythm of the music.
Yeah, but Camelot. I don't know how many times I listened to that one.
Oh, yes.
Never did see
Camelot.
The theatrical production.
No, I don't think I did either. Okay, another thing I Googled was, why can we remember lyrics to music and we can't remember the names of the people we met yesterday.
Right.
A lot of it, too, is that emotional tie to the music. You've got that helping you remember. Also, music uses multiple memory systems at once. So you've got the beat of the music. You've got the words. You've got the situation that you're in. Oh. So many things that you can tie that memory to.
Okay.
But when you meet John Smith at the office Christmas party, there's nothing. That's why they say try to think of something about that person that will help you remember.
Sure.
But I can. A song will start playing, and I can sing every word.
Yeah.
Along with the
Now,
music.
the thing that's funny, too, I can remember the words. I can't always remember who sang it.
Yes, that
what
too.
group it was.
I know.
But yet you run into some people who they can tell you exactly what group it was and probably even which album it came on. To those of, I suppose they still do albums. I was going to say for those who don't know what an album is, that was several songs on one round disc that you put in the record player and put the needle on.
See, Rolf was really good at this. A song would come on, and again, I could sing along to it, but he would know about when it was made and the artist who recorded it, and Scotty got really good at it too. People just have that talent. Then the other thing that I looked at was just basically music of the 60s. Why is it so memorable to us? Besides the fact that we lived through it. And that's what we played all the time. And I was thinking, too, about as far as the 60s, I was a freshman in 1969.
Okay.
But music goes on. It's not played like that year and then never again.
And never again. Absolutely.
But I was influenced by the music that Scott listened to. And
Same
you guys,
with me.
I'm sure with me, it was Scott and me. And then you and Shelley were a little bit closer. Squirrel. I can't think where I was going to with that. But anyway, we remember those things. One of the things I looked up was, again, why do we remember those? Why is the music so important? And this is another one of those connections, is that there was a lot going on.
Yes.
The 60s were an amazing time. Those of us who lived through it know.
Big changes.
If you're younger, just research it just a little bit. What were some of the major political, social changes that came about in the 60s?
Yeah. And you and I have talked a little bit about that. And when you're talking about the 60s, there was a show on public television a while back. And it was called, I'm pretty sure it was called Making Sense of the 60s.
Yeah.
And it was so interesting because for me, I was born in 58. I don't remember much of the 50s, but oh my land, they're showing all the things of the 50s of short little movies that they would show at school of this. They show the father coming home from work, white male, of course, one girl, one boy, white, and he sits down with his newspaper and his drink. And then it says, now you need to be quiet because your father has worked very hard at work today, and now it's his time to relax. I thought, you're kidding me. They showed that at school. They were teaching, oh my land.
Yeah.
While mom is still slaving away in the kitchen, by the way.
Exactly.
Like dad worked any harder than mom. Yeah. So those kind of things started to change.
They did.
Women realized we didn't have to be quiet for our husband as we're cooking and he's sitting there having a drink. We wanted to sit and have the drink. Women changed tremendously. We came a long way. And of course, just the other things that were going on, the civil rights movement, so many things changed at the end of the 50s and into the 60s that when you think of Woodstock and days of music and everything else that came with it, I think that people that age, they really didn't know what the heck they were doing. It was like, whoa, I'm free, but what is it I'm doing? It was just a kind of a wild and crazy time.
Yeah. And it really shaped who we even are today.
Yes.
As we watched things that were going on and we connected with some of those things. Yeah. It made a lifelong change in us about what we would stand for as we got older. And we talked about this a little bit, I think, last week. And You and I are seeing that in being interested in what's going on in the world and the protests, the marches,
Right.
the whatever that we were, I think, interested in back then, but too young to really get involved in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To know what was truly happening. Now we can look back and go, wow, that was,
Yeah.
a lot of changes happening
That
in a short
was.
amount of time.
And that's what, again, I told Shan after last week, I've got to get away from just lists. But here we go with another one,
Another
and we'll see
list.
what we can come up with. But some of the changes that were taking place, the civil rights movement was happening. And so African American singers were becoming more and more popular. They were being recorded more. They were writing more songs that were being released. So that was going on, the Vietnam War. Just the counterculture movement, the hippies.
Yes.
And all the psychedelic stuff, the Grateful Dead. And this was probably the kind of genre of music that I wasn't listening to a lot.
Oh, okay.
I think Scott was more into like the Grateful Dead and Big Brother and the Holding Company, even
Yes.
Janis Joplin.
Oh, gosh, yes.
So, and you were into all that
Yeah.
stuff too. But I was more into the Motown sound.
Oh, yes.
I didn't have to be Diana Ross. I just wanted to be a backup singer.
I know. Isn't that the truth?
Because I could remember that part, and I could do the movements, two to the left and two to the right. Yeah, but that was the music that I was really into, in addition to the British invasion.
Yes. It surprises me now to look back, if we had that list in front of us, how many bands came from the British invasion.
I know. And, of course, number one is
Beatles.
and
Yeah.
then we've talked about the Rolling
Stones.
before. Who else do they have here? The Who. And just when you think about the Beatles and the changes that they made in their music,
Yeah.
because they started out as just a pop, bop your head kind of music, and they got into Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and all the psychedelic stuff.
And when you think about when Beatles first came out and the parents were all raving because their hair was so long
Yes. Oh.
and that their music was so
Yeah.
provocative or whatever. And then in that short amount of time, they changed tremendously to longer hair and more words and everything
Yeah.
else.
What'd you find?
Okay, you want to know. Okay, of the British invasion, of course, Beatles, Rolling Stone, The Who, The Animals,
Oh, yeah.
Dave Clark 5, Herman's Hermits.
Oh, Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely...
You need to sing more because I don't think they'll come after us for.
Probably
We can't
Just
play anybody
prove
else's
it.
music, but you can
just
sing.
prove what I was singing was actually a song protected.
Oh shoot! Jerry and the Pacemakers, the
Ferry across
Hollies.
the Mersey.
Oh, there you go. See, you do know a lot more.
That was one of those that I had a connection to. Oh,
There were a lot of them. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to come up, looking at the ones that we're a little bit more familiar with. But yeah, there were a lot from the British invasion. The Kinks,
yes. Yeah, what
the
was it?
Zombies. Don't remember that
I
one.
remember the name. I don't remember of any of their music.
Hermits. Were they the ones that did, the King, Henry VIII I Am?
Oh, it could be.
Yeah. There was not a lot of words there,
Oh,
but they
right.
just kept re-singing them.
Yeah, and those were easy to learn. And that's the other thing that's funny when you think of the lyrics that you sing. When you look it up,
They aren't
it
that.
wasn't
Oh, I
that at
know.
all.
No,
And I used to sing them out so proud. Of course, I guess a lot of people did the same one. I think the famous one for us is Mom with Roly Poly. Roly Poly. Oh, God.
and she did sing that one proudly, yeah.
Yeah, she did. And so much so that I can't even remember the
But
real
then
words.
isn't that where Boney came from?
Yeah, it is.
So then we started calling her Boney.
That's right. Yep. Oh, I'll have to try to think
Oh,
of that song.
dear.
Darn. Okay, and another thing that really influenced music at that time was the Summer of Love.
Oh, yes.
1967. It was centered in San Francisco.
Yep.
Are you going to San Francisco? Yeah.
Was it? And I think, this is when we get dangerous, Sue, when we're trying to think and we don't have the foggiest idea. But I think Summer of Love, didn't that lead into Woodstock?
Yes, I think it did. let's see.
The precursor of...
Yeah. Psychedelic songs, music festivals. And that
Jimi
was
Hendrix.
late 1967. Oh, no, was that?
No, that would have been... Because they did do some later
Yeah.
of Summer of Love.
Yeah.
And I think maybe they've revisited it a few times.
Oh, yeah, Jefferson Airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Grateful Dead.
Mamas and the Papas.
And another one is Beach Boys.
True.
And there were a few bands that were playing that type of music, the beach music, hanging out at the beach.
Yeah.
And
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
oh,
Still
and
my
I
fave.
still, yes, love them.
Another thing that changed music, I think, if I'm to say this the way I'm thinking it, is the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh, I think so too.
Because he
I think so too.
was ahead of his time. There is a documentary somewhere on Ed Sullivan. Should watch it. It's very interesting. He did a lot for African American singers.
Yes.
He wanted them there. He knew that their music was good. And so really, Ed Sullivan was younger at heart than any of the people his age.
That's true. And we look at him and we think, oh, he must have been in his 60s. I bet he was probably in his 40s or 50s when he was doing all of that. Because that's first place I remember.
He always looked older, didn't he?
He did.
But he always had on good music.
He did.
Always.
And what was it? Even Elvis Presley. I was never an Elvis fan.
I wasn't a fan, but I've sure come to respect his work.
Yes. Because he was another kind of bridge between the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And
then went into the movies, which I think that probably led a lot of musicians that way as well, being able to do movies.
But I remember when he was on Ed Sullivan, the cameramen were told to keep the cameras above his waist. They didn't want people watching him move his hips like that. Yes. And there was, when the Doors were on, there was one lyric in one of their songs. And they told them, you cannot sing it like that. Something about, was it getting high? Something about getting high. Oh, I'm leaving too many things unsaid.
But you're probably right.
Yeah.
There was an innuendo there that they didn't want them
and they
to...
looked right in the camera and sang those lyrics anyway.
Oh, cool.
Because it was basically, it was taped, but it was a live show. And I don't think they had all the ways of editing all that stuff back then. They were, and the Doors, I didn't really appreciate the Doors until I saw the movie. And it was really impactful. The music and that he had such a hard time. Basically, I think he went insane, or it was the drugs.
Yeah.
So many of them.
Yeah, it was the drugs. It was their age. It was the money. It was the loneliness.
Yes.
Because it really was pretty lonely when you think about it. You're up there and everybody's cheering and yelling and screaming, and then you're done.
Then that's it.
And with your partners who you may or may not even like, and not really with family or at home or anything else.
Yeah. Let's name some of the music icons of the time. We already have a little bit, but I've got the Beatles, we talked about. Bob Dylan, Elvis, we talked about. Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, yeah.
And wasn't he a member of the 29?
Yes.
Whatever that is. And I had just looked that up.
Is it 29 or 27? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's famous people, and they die by that age.
Yeah.
At that age. There's
age.
a lot of them.
Janis Joplin was one. I can't even think of all of them.
There's a lot.
But Rolling Stones we've talked about. Aretha Franklin really became big at that time. And we'd like to think that all the color barriers are breaking down now, but they're not at that time.
Right.
They still they could only be in the recording studios at a certain time with all black band members. And just traveling, they still had a lot of that they had to deal with, all the whites only stuff.
Yeah. In the Motown, though, that was what I think really started to change everything, because isn't Quincy Jones the ones that started Motown?
Yeah.
So to be started by a man of color, and that's who he recorded, were people of color, and they finally started to get noticed and paid.
Yes, paid.
And have the copyright of what they were doing so that nobody else could take it from them. All of those things finally started to happen.
Yeah. James Brown. Papa's got a brand new bag.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Again, there's a respect, though, for what he did.
Yes, definitely. Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh.
Also,
still listen
my
to them
favorite,
all the
me
time.
Too.
All the
And
time.
They did some music, too, that really touched your heart and that you think of. What's that line that I'm older than I've ever been, but younger than I'll ever be again? So, yeah.
I was waiting to see if you could really get that out.
I don't know, and I still don't know
think
if
really
that's
hard
right,
about that, I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one I really like.
They did. Their voices, gosh, they
did.
blended like none other.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah.
See, and again, that was that music
yeah.
that was a little too much for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Supremes, I talked about. Love them. All the girl groups and boy groups at the time. Like I said, I knew those dance moves.
Yeah. And they didn't. There were the groups that played instruments and sang, and there were groups that sang and did the dance moves.
Here's one, Johnny Cash.
Again, not one that I listened to at the time, but
Yes.
I respect his music now.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah. And his is one, we talked about this, our kids always being surprised.
Yes.
When we can sing along with music that they listen to. It's like a remake or something of music from our time mixed in with modern stuff. When Scotty was listening to 9 Inch Nails and they started singing Ring of Fire.
Oh.
And I started
Johnny
singing
Cash.
along. Yes. And
Yeah.
he looked at me. He said, "How do you know that song?" I said, "That's an old song."
Yeah. 9 Inch Nails and Johnny Cash came together. They wrote a song at one point
Yeah.
that they were going to release, and he sang it, and they
Yeah?
knew he needed it.
Oh.
And he was the first one to record
Yeah.
it. Again, don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
I can look, but
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Anyway.
Yeah. See, and my son Scott, I think he's very eclectic in his music because, he's a big Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings.
Oh,
He
gosh,
listens
yeah.
to all that.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, he was big on the Marilyn Manson and the Slipknot and
9 Inch Nails.
and 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another one of my favorites, Marvin Gaye.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Heard it through the grapevine. Oh,
Yeah. He had one of those just smooth.
his voice.
Woo. Yep. The Doors. Talked about Creedence Clearwater Revival. David Bowie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I never did get into David
I
Bowie,
know.
though.
Me neither. Yeah.
Sorry, David.
Yeah. Sorry.
We could spend a whole year
Oh.
just talking about bands. Bands that broke into television. Sonny and Cher.
Yes.
I was thinking of like the Monkees. They were actually a group made for television, which is wild.
Yeah. Made specifically for that. I don't think any of them were actually true musicians.
And I think that led to some problems with
Yes.
a couple of them. They wanted to break away from television and be a group
record,
that record.
Seriously. Here's another one. Top 10 songs of the 60s.
Oh, interesting. Of the whole, this is hard. When you think of a 10-year span, a lot of music.
And that's what I found because I would go to different sites but so many of them were very similar,
Oh, okay.
but they were all over the
Yeah.
place. Okay. Respect.
Oh, yeah.
When I taught school, I would often sing my spelling lists, think of a little song that went with the word. And one week it was respect, and we were doing the test, and I said, RESPECT.
Find out what it means
Yeah,
to
if
me.
you miss this one, guys, you're in big trouble because I just gave it to you.
That's how I spell that word now, though.
Yeah,
Sing the song
me
in my
too.
head.
Yeah. Sound of Silence by
That was Simon and Garfunkel.
Yep. Good Vibrations. Who's that by?
Beach Boys.
Yes. Okay. Paint It Black.
Ooh. In my mind, I'm going like Led Zeppelin.
We did a whole show on them. Our very
Oh,
first
okay,
episode.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I heard it through the grapevine.
Oh, Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. Light My Fire.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, this is that song. Girl, we couldn't get much higher.
And they didn't want
They
him to
didn't
sing
want
that.
them to say that part, so they did anyway. But yeah, Light My Fire was
Doors.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Doors.
Yes. And it was funny, on 2 of the different sites I went to, that was listed as number 7. by both sides.
Oh, okay.
The other ones are like all over. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
In my mind, it's like Nat King Cole or...
You're close. Yeah. And they did the ukulele song that was at Gretchen's funeral.
Yeah, you're going to have to give it to me.
Louis Armstrong, All Along the Watchtower.
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot stuff. Jimi Hendrix.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Going to have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah. Okay. A change is going to come. And it's Sam Cooke.
Okay.
And again, he was...
I remember that song.
Yeah. Let's see. What did it say
Sam
about
Cooke.
him? A change is going to come took even more resonance as a rally cry for the civil rights movement. Yes. It's been added to the Library of Congress's National Recording Registry.
Oh.
Okay. You're going to get this one. I can't get no satisfaction.
Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You had mentioned that as your favorite Rolling
Yep.
Stones song.
Yep.
Blowing in the Wind.
Not Mamas and the Papas and not...
Oh, I love them too.
I know.
What was the name of that movie about the canyon?
Oh, it's
I think
Echo in the Canyon.
Echo in the Canyon.
Another kind of a documentary, and that
Yeah.
is an interesting show because
That's
it has to do with all these folks. They all lived within this small area of a canyon. I think it is called Echo Canyon in California, and how they would get together and just
Yeah.
jam. And then they all
just-
became popular.
They'd knock on each other's door and have a
Yeah.
barbecue and jam.
Okay, what was the song, though? 'Cause
Oh, Blowing in the Wind.
I know I should know it, and I can... Who is it?
Bob Dylan.
That's Bob. Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
A Day in the Life.
No clue.
Beatles. Easy. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Beatles.
Yep. Now, this one was listed as one of the top,
Okay.
but Goldfinger by Shirley
Oh.
Bassey. Goldfinger.
Because of 007
Yes,
movies.
and that's
I
when they
suppose.
started. And
Wonder if
those
that
are
was
still,
one of the very first ones.
I'm thinking it was.
I bet so.
Yeah, because they had that woman all painted gold,
Oh,
and
God,
she
yeah.
died.
James Bond.
Yes. Hey, Jude.
Beatles.
Yep. Yep.
That was like number one forever.
Yes. My girl. My girl. Talking about my girl. My girl.
Oh, the Four Seasons?
Temptations.
Temptations.
Close though. Yeah.
We didn't even say the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Stand By Me. And I guess I never knew Ben King.
I don't know.
Ben E. King.
I'm going to have to listen to your list
Yeah.
for sure.
So,
Something else we didn't talk about, I'm going to throw in there too, was I wonder when Casey Kasem's Top 40 started.
that I don't know.
Because, of course,
That would
here
be-
in our small little town, it was every Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Was-
Yep.
I think it was Saturday afternoons. I may have even got repeated. They are now rerunning those.
Ah.
So you can still listen to Casey Kasem from however millions of years ago.
Yeah.
That was a biggie. And I can remember the radio station, because at that time everything came on an album. It was
Right.
mailed to them, and you ran. And then for a while, anybody was taking those home after it was over. Then they realized they were a little more valuable than that. And I think that there was a drawing for our community. There was a drawing,
Yeah.
and you could win the Casey Kasems. And then my brother-in-law took a whole bunch of albums to a dealer that he wanted to sell and get rid of. Casey Kasems from KCOW was the one that brought him the most money.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and when you think about it, a lot of history there. It's a lot of different songs,
Oh.
a lot of different people.
Original artists. And
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last thing that I'm going to tie this up with is way before streaming music,
Okay.
these are the ways we got our music. Albums.
Albums.
Now they call vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they become popular again.
45s.
Oh,
And you had to have the special little disc thing that you, because
center.
45s had that great big hole.
for whatever reason.
I have no idea.
I think it had to do with jukeboxes. I really do.
Oh, sure.
Uh-huh.
And the 45s, you'd buy it because there was the one song you really wanted.
Uh-huh.
And the other side could be total crap. You just never knew.
And 45s, I'm going to tell this story. One year, that's what you asked for Christmas was Crimson and Clover.
Oh.
And I was in on Mom and Dad's discussion. They didn't know I was listening. What else is new? But they had been everywhere trying to find you that 45. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I don't know if they ever did or not.
Seems like I did have that one.
I
So
think
they must have
went
found
to Kansas
it somewhere.
City to find it.
Oh, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
45s.
And happy birthday, Mom.
Yes,
Today,
it's her birthday.
We just talked radio.
Yep.
And the thing was with radio, you had to sit and wait for the one song you wanted.
Yeah.
And I used to sit with the tape recorder. I was too cheap to buy records or albums or anything like that. So I would sit with my little cassette player and wait for that one song to come on and push record real quick. And then I'd miss the first couple bars of it anyway. But yeah, radios were huge. Record stores. Do you remember just going to a record store and just hanging out?
Big cities still have record stores.
Do they
and
really?
It's usually, it's old vinyl.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of old
okay.
vinyl, and those that are looking for a specific album of some kind. Big cities have them.
Yeah, back when the malls were big, that's where you'd find
Everybody.
teenagers.
Yeah.
Well, everybody. Cassette tapes. We talked about those.
Got eaten up in your machine.
Oh, they did. And everybody knew how to use the pencil to try to rewind them.
I'm hoping you're going to say 8-track tapes.
Yep,
They were even worse than cassettes.
They were.
They really were.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't remember having cassettes in a car, but I remember 8-tracks in a car.
Oh, I think I had both.
Did you? And that was huge.
Yeah.
We had 8-tracks, and so everybody'd climb into the same car, and you'd play that one 8-track for the entire afternoon before you went home. 8 tracks.
Jukeboxes.
Oh,
you mentioned that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you could find them at mostly restaurants, just like little dive bars and stuff like that. Yeah. And you had to put in so much money, and you would push A4, and that would be whatever song you wanted.
That came up.
There was that whole menu.
Oh, it was cool.
Of songs that they had. Jukeboxes. TV music shows like American Bandstand.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Soul Train. The Ed Sullivan Show is mentioned here.
Yep.
American Bandstand, I think, was a Saturday thing. And that's where all the dances, you'd learn the music, you'd see the artists, and
The new music,
fashion, all of it.
Yeah.
And that's where the cool teenagers would go to. Music magazines. Do you remember? And I never bought
I do remember music.
Tiger Beat. And
Oh, yeah. Wow.
transistor radios. Yep. Those were always fun. Home stereo systems.
Yep.
Music in the mall, like the electronic stores or whatever. Concerts, movie soundtracks.
Yep. Camelot.
And just hanging out in a friend's basement. And this, when I first read it, I thought, I have no idea what that is. But they were called KTEL, music compilation albums. And the way that I remembered this was, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Used to have a skit. And so they're saying, remember back in the day when you fell in love for the first time? Remember the love songs that were playing on the radio? Now, today you can buy this compilation of Love You Baby. And then every song would be...
I do remember that. I can remember those being advertised on TV, too, that you would buy that. Okay.
But I had no idea what that was called. Okay. You know what? I think that's all I have for
got it all?
music. We have a lot of looking up to do.
Hope you wrote it down every week, everybody.
Yeah.
We come together and we go, did we have unfinished business? I don't know. We can't remember. So I guess if we forgot something, you let us know.
That's right.
Are we going to do a takeaway?
Yeah.
Music. Music.
Yeah. Music
is the way to connect everyone together.
Yes.
Music.
Oh, I think so too. And connect you with your old self and just the memories and bringing back those actual feelings and emotions that you had.
And to my children, I want to say the song was Last Summer I Went Swimming. Last summer I almost drowned, but I held my breath and I moved my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. It was a whole song.
Do you remember On Top of Spaghetti?
That doesn't count.
All covered with cheese.
That was one you sang in the back seat.
Yeah.
This was an actual recorded song.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm finding it and telling you what.
Maybe we could play something like that and Nobody
would know.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, play that one.
Okay,
We don't care.
last chance to send us your holiday headaches. We've got quite a few. Next week when we record, we're going to be recording with Shelley.
Yes.
That's going to be our topic. So we'll be reading everybody's holiday headaches. Please don't hesitate to send us one at unavoidableaging@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you, and there's still time for you to do it. Always remember, when you're listening to us on any of your favorite podcast apps, we upload to Podbean every Friday afternoon, approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on if I got it done or not.
That's right, yeah.
Sometimes it's a little bit later. But when you're there, don't hesitate to follow, subscribe, like us, share us, and give us a review.
Yes.
Reviews help us tremendously. There you go.
Yeah. We have been reviewing our own stuff, and it helps now having Shelley that we meet with every week. And so we're getting, I think, a little more honest about what we're doing.
We're actually trying to get organized, aren't we?
We really are.
Yeah.
Of course, we've been saying that for how long now?
2 years.
Yeah. Okay. Eventually that will happen. Yes. Okay. So, sing along.
Absolutely.
You
Dance
know,
in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Dance in the kitchen.
That's right. Sing in the shower. So please enjoy your life. Laugh at yourself. Embrace your aging. And remember,
you're not knucking futz. You're just aging.
Okay.
There we go.
And Sean, I think your mom made sausage potato soup
Sausage
tonight.
potato soup tonight.
Yeah, because it's cold
And it is
outside.
cold, so yes.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.